What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Anything Better. This is episode 10. We reached double digits. Who's number 10? Eli Manning. Who else is number 10? Dennis
Fran Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton. Dennis Rodman. Who else is number 10?
I wore number 10 in Little League.
Bill wore number 10 in Little League. Who's number 10?
JoJo White.
JoJo
Boston
White.
Celtics.
Oh, wow. There's two number 10s Yankee retired that I can't even think of right now. But anyway, you guys are listening to
Chris Chambliss.
Oh, was it Chris Chambliss? No.
Chris Chambliss was number 10.
Wow. Nice. We're missing so many quarterbacks too. Anyway, guys, you're listening to the best new podcast in the world. Please like and subscribe, Anything Better, and give us the reviews and ratings because the show moves up. You guys have been doing that. We really appreciate the kind words. Spread the word, and like and subscribe anywhere you get your podcast, iTunes, Spotify. There you go. Bill,
we're floating heads this week. You got yellow on with the yellow background. This is actually blue. I thought it was going to be different enough.
Well, I was gonna get into my rough flight because I have a rough one from Orlando.
Tell me what happened.
It was so rough that I started thinking about
how rough was it?
I started thinking about you when you called me that time at that Albany thing that you ultimately turned into a bit. It didn't quite get there, but the dude came on and he goes, folks, we're going to be in some chop for a long time. And he just goes, we're not going to be serving anything today. So just sit. And what scared me was I saw one of the flight attendants have a little giddy up in her step, getting back to the seat. And dude, then the thing just started going and I'm like, all right, there's a guy next to me, he's sleeping like this. Guy next to me was old school black dude, Kangol hat, probably in his 70s, dressed to the nines. And he's just sitting there like this. And what I was doing, I felt like a bitch because my hands gripped the side. Anytime it moves, my hands grip the side. So I tried to look over. And Delta, by the way, shout out to Delta Airlines for being the only airline that leaves the middle empty during a fucking pandemic when people are dying. And all these other fucking airlines like American and United got you packed like sardines because they don't give a fuck. But that's a story.
Fuck Delta Airlines.
Hey,
everybody has status. They're fucking everyone.
Hey, but you know what? They're keeping.
You buy a first class ticket, you're gonna be one of the last people to get on that fucking plane. You buy a Paul, I buy a first class ticket so I don't have to fucking wait for animals like you to get on the plane. Our diamond medallion.
They all do that shit.
Our coconut sparkly level. Anybody with an ear infection and you just fucking standing there. When does group one? How am I group one when 9 other fucking people?
Remember that Key and Peele sketch?
See a cripple starts walking up, Paul, and it's all bullshit. They're like Eddie Murphy in fucking Trading Places. They're pulling their legs up and shit.
The Key and Peele sketch where they go, now any military babies? And this baby just had a full-fledged military uniform. Anyway, so I'm looking over at the dude because I want to see if his hands are gripping the arm bars like mine were. Because it started to get a little bit, and he just stoic. He just had his hands like this, and he just had his head down and his eyes closed. And I'm going, all right, dude, there's no way this guy's not feeling what's happening here. So he's either praying, or
he's at peace with his life.
Yeah,
he's right with the Lord, as they say.
Yeah, and I'm going, fuck, man. I'm not even, I just started going like, this is bullshit. I'm going like, I just want to get to my hotel. I just started going through the whole thing. I had a rough, but before I was going to get into that, I saw you as I was doing the intro for Anything Better episode 10. You looked like a hungry dog who was waiting to go. So I'm going to give you the floor, sir.
Well, I'll tell you, first of all, if the pilot goes, this is going to be bumpy the whole way, that's not bad. They know what's going on.
Yeah.
If you just hear behind closed door, the pilot being like, where did that come from? That's when you got to get nervous. But if they know what they're getting, this is like the best we can get you. I am a little concerned with global warming and the crazier weather we're going to be having. I'm wondering how that's going to be affecting aviation. But what the fuck do I know? But let me get into what I want to talk about, Paul.
Yeah.
So right before I came here, I was coming back from the dentist. I got my teeth clean. Look how light they are, Paul. I'm not sulking or anything. I'm just gonna start talking like this.
Oh, you got nice straights too, dude.
Oh yeah, I did the Invisalign and I kept wearing the mouth guard. I mean, they were all right up here. Down here, they were a little fucked up. All right. Down here, those weren't good. Those were crooked.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so I stopped off at this health food place to get a lentil burger. Always excited. It was actually good. They put jalapenos, a little soft sauce on it, and I also had like a bread bun. So I really didn't. I might as well have fucking eaten a cow, right?
It's an impossible burger. Yeah, it's impossible to taste good. Fuck out of here. Give me.
It does taste good. It tastes so fucking good. I won't eat one.
Really,
dude. There's always a price to pay. There's a reason why ice cream makes you so fat. It tastes that good. You can't have something taste that fucking good. It's not a cow, man, and blah, blah, blah. And it's all fucking red, and it looks like meat. They're trying to make it look like something bled to death here, and it didn't. So that's some sort of yellow dye number 5 they're putting in it. Dude, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's my thing. I never ate low-fat ice cream. I'm eating this shit because then they got to dump all this sugar in it to make it even, taste better. Yeah. So anyway, I go into this fucking health food place, right? All these emaciated people leaning up on stuff so they don't tip over. That's not true. They're all in great shape and their skin was glowing. And I go in there and there's the guy in front of me. I'm standing on the circle, Paul, because I'm one of those people. If it says stand here, I stand there. I don't sort of fucking wander in, my mask hanging down here like a fucking dope, right? So this guy's standing there. He's at the front cash register. He has his sunglasses off, his mask is off, and he's leaning towards the glass like this. And there's a glass partition, and on the other side, this person is holding up a machine. And he's just sitting there staring at the machine. And I walked in the middle of this, like, what the fuck is going on? And this lasts for like a minute. I'm like, what are they doing? They're trying to it was like when they give you a front end alignment, and they're looking at your headlights, except they were looking at his face trying to move this thing. And then finally he looks at his phone. He goes, okay, they got it. I'm good. He goes, you good? And he said, yeah, fantastic. And then they took it down. And then the guy just left. So I walk up and I said, what was that all about? And they said, oh, he just paid with his face. Dude, how fucking stupid. He goes, the machine recognizes his face that is then connected to his credit card number. How fucking dumb, how fucking lazy are you that you can't take your credit card out and go, duh, and then take the stupid pen and sign it? You're going to give these cunts your face and tie it to your credit card number. I was literally standing behind the next Lee Harvey Oswald. I'm going to see that guy in about 3 months getting dragged in with a big fucking knot on his face. Oh, so I'm the patsy? He just paid with this face, Paul. And this is the thing about that. Human beings are such fucking idiots that they're going to see that, and enough of the herd's going to be like, I want to pay with my face. I want to have the latest thing because I don't have a dream that I've locked into that this is how I live my life. I want to do the face thing. And then everybody's going to be doing the face thing, and then they're going to phase out the fucking credit card, and then I'm going to have a meltdown on the last day you can use a fucking credit card, and my wife's going to get mad at me because I have a temper. That's how it's going to go.
Dude,
this guy, if you saw this fucking idiot, like leaning into the fucking thing, I swear to God, somebody should just put 2 behind his ear right there, and just put him out of his misery.
I picture somebody going, how much is it, 250?
What about when you think they charged you too much? You'd be like, it's so fucking dumb, dude. It's so dumb.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah, you're in a strip club. You're in a strip club going to the 18, whatever. You got to pay the stripper with your face. You're like,
I thought you were going somewhere with eyes, or like they were doing some sort of test on his eyes or senses. When you said he paid with his face, dude,
he's essentially microchipped. It's microchip light. And then what's going to be like, oh, it hurts my back to lean into the screen. I just want to do this. Oh, dude, you got the microchip on your wrist? Dude, I do a little dip. I got it on the back of my shoulder. Everybody's going to have some douchey way. It's like this fucking idiot came up to me the other night. I was doing a show, right? Everybody's got masks on. And I overheard this person going, you'll be able to recognize me because of this. And she had like a bedazzled mask. Yeah. Like that made her different and special. I knew the second the mask came out. I go, there's only a moment of there's like a 6-day alley here where everyone's going to have the same mask before douchebags, the loud muffler guys.
Yeah.
That's like the latest thing. You have a weak engine, but a loud exhaust system going down the fucking street. And I'm sitting there. I can see the guy for the next 10 miles. And he's making this noise like he's driving around a fucking racetrack. And it's like, with all of that noise, shouldn't you be disappearing over the horizon? Shouldn't I have been like, what was that? Was that a jet?
Oh,
anyway.
man. No, I got to give you credit for something, because you called something years ago and I was like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. And it has haunted me ever since. Every time I go to buy something, Bill, the email is now part of the field that needs to be required to be filled out. So the way, like, you have to, if you try click done,
you just give them a fake one.
Then it comes up red. Dude, I have fucking all these emails that I have to now put in my junk mail because they're asking for my phone number, my email. I try not to give the phone number ever.
No. My fake phone number is 3 area codes in a row plus the number 5.
Oh, that's a good
one.
My
fake email is at something.com. That's from fucking old school. You know it. Frank the Tank. You know it. You know it.
It feels so good.
I love it when it tastes your lips. It's great when it touches your lips.
We were talking one of the best, dude. One of the best, like, small roles of a movie ever.
Yeah, because he adds so much. Just saying, it's so good when it touches your lips. That is the coolest way of just showing what an addict this guy is and what a drinking problem he has. That the way he was saying that, he sounded like he was on, like, the Food Network.
Yeah.
Like the Food Network, something about cooking. They always have to have like the happiest kind of, like, it's going to be okay that you're an adult music,
Remember, he was revving his Thunderbird. He was like, it was like a beautiful afternoon and he's revving his Thunderbird, and she comes out with a tray. She was like the perfect wife. She comes out with a tray of lemonade and he goes, "Thanks, honey." And then he walks from the driver's side to the hood of the car, and he just points at nobody. Goes, "What's up, Mike?"
Yeah.
His neighbor. Oh, dude.
I think he had a Firebird, didn't he?
A Firebird. Frank the Tank is just so fucking funny, dude. Because I don't know if we're gonna maybe Home Depot. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time. A nice little Saturday, actually.
I could never figure out if that was product placement by saying it and they were making money, or they were really commenting on how sad, like, that suburban existence is, just going from one chain store to another chain store to another. Then later on tonight, we're going to hit the Olive Garden.
Oh, he goes, we ate at the Olive Garden the other night. He goes, which was lovely. which was lovely. And he goes, yeah. He goes, then I see this thong. He was talking about the thong. He goes, and then she has some crazy underwear. And he goes, I don't know what that is. I never saw anything like that. And he goes, are we not in the safe circle? Are we not? He goes, no, we are.
You're making me want to watch that again.
Oh, dude, that's a.
Dude, okay, then my next thing, right? Dude, my fucking sewage system out to the street literally shit the bed, right? It was like, I don't want to talk about it. But what's great now is all the toilets are working, Paul. Because what happened back in the day, they'd have the cast iron sewage pipe, but they had, like, sections of it. And over the years, as the house settles and earthquakes out here, you end up having, it breaks open a little bit, and then tree roots get in there, grow right through it. And then the crap coming out of your house, eventually you have a problem. So they had to dig all of that up.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, that cost me a Ford F-150. I'm not even brand new F-150.
Oh. Fuck.
Cloth seats, but still. So I don't think it's an F-150, whatever. Maybe a Ranger. So then, because then they had to fix this other plumbing. See me rubbing my face, Paul? Because then they had to fix this other stuff that they found. Yeah. So then today, I feel like I'm getting on the other side of that. Okay? And my wife sends me a picture showing how she opened a door and the door came off the hinges. And she goes, You see that it came off the hinge. I think you need to take the door all the way off. And see, this is why I think we need all new doors in the house, because they're cheap and blah blah. They're not cheap. They're old. They're like part of the house. But the door didn't fail. The hinge didn't fail. The screw didn't fail. It's the piece of wood for over the years. All we need one piece of wood and someone to paint it the same off-white, and then just drill it back in. That's all we need. And I'm literally sitting there at the dentist counting the doors in the house. Closet, because they all got to match, Paul.
Oh, of course.
And so, no, that's not happening. I'm just going
to... Oh, shit. What
just
happened?
played out in our front yard with that fucking sewage pipe. Okay? So we're just going to get the piece of wood. They're going to paint it the same color. And then we're just going to screw this thing back into the fucking... I'm not going to say fuck. Okay. Oh, you know what I might say? Yeah, I think eventually we could replace those, but just with the cost of the new sewage system, we might as well hold off. We'll just get a piece of wood, and then I'll just pray to God that none of them... She doesn't like the doors, Paul.
You know what's funny is that my wife used to do that when I was on the road. She would send me a picture or do something that I honestly had no control over in that moment. And I would be in a hotel bed in Chicago. And she would say, the dog did this. You got to get rid of him. We got to find some. And I'm going like, I'm on the road right now. I can't do anything. Or like when I go to the city for a spot and she'll just go, not for nothing. What was the deal with the garbage and everything like that? And I actually fantasized about getting in a horrible car accident and having them tell her, yeah, he was actually looking at this email. The last thing he was looking at while he was driving was this email before this horrible wreck. And it said it was you doing that. And then just have her fucking live with that. I actually fantasized about that. I fantasized about a police officer saying, we don't know if he's going to make it, but we do know that he was reading this text on the FDR.
You know why that is? You know why you had to have that fantasy, Paul? Because you've given up on just trying to communicate. Hey, not for nothing. Can you not send me these stupid ass texts about shit that you could fucking handle while I'm driving down a tree-lined street? Dude, not for nothing is passive aggressive too.
Oh, behind every great man's a woman trying to take credit for it.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. Anyway, no, I love my wife's great. I love my wife. What are you gonna do? It's jokes. It's jokes.
There you go. Cover your bases when you're going.
Oh boy. Hope she doesn't see this one. No, my wife, dude, seriously, without my wife, I would be fucking, she was the one that got me a life insurance policy. Cause I was the dumb guy going like, I'm 33. I'm not, we'll do that. And she goes,
yeah, you want to get it now because the rate will be way lower.
Yeah. So
you want to start giving these fucking thieves your money now.
Oh, dude. Yeah. It's, let's talk about
forbid,
this.
Paul, because God forbid you're driving in town for a spot and, she gives you shit because you put a celery stalk down the garbage disposal.
Bill, both of our teams made it, so we saved a little face here, okay? Sweet 16.
I don't like that I don't need to save any face, Paul. I called from the coin toss to the color of the Gatorade. This ugly face did not need to be saved. You went into the river. I pulled you out.
All right, the past is the past, okay? The Super Bowl is over. Yeah, no, Gonzaga and Michigan.
You know who I was just doing that? I was just doing Brody Stevens. I pulled you out. I buzzed you in. Go ahead.
Dude, rest his soul, one of the funniest things I've ever seen Brody Stevens do was when he was on Conan and he goes, come on. He goes, a lot of energy on this side, not so much from this side. And then he goes, come on. He goes, I've done table reads on this lot.
Yeah. I hated how people didn't get that.
I've done table reads on this lot is the greatest fuck. I cried laughing. I cry laughing, dude. I've done table and my new favorite thing, and shout out to Chip Chipperson on All Things Comedy. My new favorite thing in the world is when Chip Chipperson goes, why? He goes, God damn it. He goes, why is my picture not big on the website? He goes, the Bill Burr and Burr Kreischer, Billy Lee. God damn it, I'm not happy.
Yeah, dude, that character has fucking developed. That was just some silly thing that he used to do. Now it's a whole look. He doesn't even look like himself.
Dude, I was on there with a couple people and it was my first time. And when you talk and you get into something, he goes, he's like listening like this with his hands, like agreeing with you, dude. I'm telling you, it's like my new Borat. Like that's how much I love it. I love it. He goes, yeah, well, that's true, Paul, and he goes, and then he got real serious. Like, oh, you've had a Komodo dragon as a pet? Yeah, I have. It's like that. And I had a snake with him too. And he has names, dude. It's like I love shit like that, little shit like that. All right, Bill. Here's the deal. Under over. Me and Stacy have not, here we go, ready? Me and Stacy have not fought for 3 days, but I'm upset. Under over, I hold it.
Oh, God. Bury the under. Bury the under.
It's in. That's the thing,
It's a lock. The lock of the week. See, if she was upset about something, I could talk you, as long as I get enough lead time, I can talk you in a way to hearing her so there's not a fight and diffusing it. But when it goes the other way, you're going to air your grievance and you're heated. So there's going to be a couple of F-bombs. She's going to get defensive. And women in general, they don't really take responsibility for their actions. They're not really held accountable. Every other night at a club's fucking ladies' night. They don't have to pay for shit, right?
Oh, Billy's coming in hot on 10.
I'm fucking around.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're going to come in and be like, I know how you are, Paul. Because when you have shit that you want to say, you think about it first.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I do.
But when it's with your wife, you start getting heated.
Yeah.
Because you live with this person. So there's all this extraneous bullshit too, that is just the spice in the stew. And it starts bubbling over. The lid starts going like this and it goes up and over. And then she's just sitting there. And then you're going to come in with whatever your version of not for nothing.
Yeah, I know. I start nice.
Would it fucking kill you? That'll probably be like your opening statement.
No,
Paul, would you like to make your opening statement? Yeah, I would. Would it fucking kill you?
You know what it is? I start nice, but all the ammo's been in. Like in the movie, before the end of the movie, when he finally goes to the drug cartel and he's like, I'm going to kill everybody. And all the guns are on the bed. That's what I do before the argument. Guns in, everything in. I got the ankle one. I go the whole thing, but then I go in softly. And then as soon as,
yeah. As soon as it doesn't go your way.
So yeah, as soon as it doesn't go my way. But no, man, I'm loving ice skating with my little girl. My little girl wants to play hockey. My little girl's begging me for a hockey stick, and she got a hockey puck, and she's like talking about playing hockey. And I'm like, all right, I never thought I'd be going to my daughter's hockey game.
That's awesome, dude.
Dude,
that's fucking I can't even tell you how awesome that is.
Yeah, she's skating backwards with hockey skates, and she's 8 years old. So I'm going to be going.
Well, she's got a thing, right? Your son's crushing the basketball and the football, so she's got to have her thing.
Well, yeah, no, he's done football, man. Everything is now they're forcing him to play baseball because he's that good, because he's just so smart at it. Like he just knows, like he's just one of those cerebral, like knows where the ball goes,
I'll tell you right now, you can't coach that.
Yeah.
This kid's got instincts.
Yeah. I'm getting to the point though now where I'm starting to say things to coaches. Starting to say things to coaches in a not good way. I'm starting to go like, it's starting to happen where I'm just going to go, look, we're going to keep giving you the 350 or what, cause like we're being charged for this camp. You understand? Oh, Bill, I got issues.
What do you mean?
Some of these places, they charge, like there'll be like a camp or a clinic and they charge, but you start to see that there's a lot of politics and things going on and maybe things about money a little bit. So, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, when you get into the filthy world of sending your child to some advanced sports thing, Dude, you know every dad there thinks their kid's going to be a fucking draft pick and a professional thing and you know, a league. And at that, all those dads are there. It's about them. It's about
One
them.
dad, dude, one dad's lying. One dad, they told me about this guy that just flat out lied. He goes, yeah, dude, my son's got the record for threes in the thing. And like his son doesn't even, guy just made it up, dude. It's like, I'm starting to see that part of sports now. I'm starting to see.
Oh,
like,
what's going on with your nose? You got to blow your nose? You're doing blow out there? What are you doing? You've touched your nose like.
No, it's dry. It's dry because I'm fucking this Florida shit. Sorry.
I thought it's humid down there.
What? Well, you know what? Listen, just anywhere cold. If he's clinically bronchial.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Listen. I don't want to go anywhere cold.
Just, and then he goes, well, I can't. He goes, just nowhere cold. And then she goes, he's bronchial. That's why. He goes, well, if he's, and you know that guy. Here's an interesting fact for everybody listening to this. That knows Goodfellas. The guy that sat down with them and was like, I can't, you know, the detective, he's actually the real guy who was doing that for the 5 mob families in New York. That's the real guy that they got. That's what Scorsese does sometimes. He gets the real guy. In Wolf of Wall Street, the guy, lawyer, the detective guy that was trying to tell the Wolf of Wall Street, don't answer your phone when he was high on Quaaludes, that guy is really like a guy that does that, like one of those guys. So Scorsese always gets the real. By the way, I was thinking about that. What's your favorite all-time Scorsese movie if you had to, gun to your head?
Well, you'd have to take Goodfellas out of the mix because that's just like.
So you think Goodfellas is Jordan?
I mean, I'm going to live my life. I mean, that's one of the greatest comedies, greatest dramas, greatest stories. It's a perfect movie. It's perfect. Fuck. All right, let's go through them. Mean Streets, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull,
Casino,
Goodfellas, that ambulance movie,
Departed,
Aviator.
The Aviator. Dude, The Aviator. Dude, I got a double feature for you. The Aviator and The Departed. Fucking Martin Scorsese. Oh, and then the last one he just did.
The Irishman.
Which Joe Pesci in that, and the way his last thing is he waves goodbye. Like, I don't think a lot of people got that. That was him saying goodbye. What a fucking career, man. Oh, shit.
Dude. How about when Pesci was just, as a matter of factly, eating the breakfast, and he just goes, we've done everything we could for the man, and then just looked down at the plate to just go, like, no words else needed to be said, and then it went on De Niro just thinking like, holy shit, dude. And Pesci, because he said it so as a matter of factly that the decision was made the night before, and he wasn't even going to think twice about it.
Yeah, no, there's so many of those.
You got Kate.
Dude, I think Sharon Stone would have won the Oscar if she hadn't done Basic Instinct and all those people got upset because she showed her fucking hoo-ha, which, I mean, nowadays I think would be considered brave. Everything.
Sharon Stone crushed Casino.
She was fucking unbelievable in that movie.
She crushed Casino. She really did. Like, she played that fucking role.
Oh.
He goes,
I want my fucking money.
Oh, that whole Lester Diamond thing. He goes, well, did you tell her the part you took? And I goes, what does that have to do with anything? I like when he goes, I lost control. He goes, you're in a pink fucking robe.
That movie, I have to admit, I haven't watched. I always love Robert De Niro and Sharon Stone's, that whole story, that back and forth of that toxic fucking relationship, and this guy just loving this woman that's no good for him, and she fucking hates him, but she's picked these choices where she needs his money, and she comes crawling back to him, and they both know it's bullshit. I mean, it's written so perfect. The way they do is amazing. But the thing I can't handle is when Pesci's character sees his brother getting beat to death, and he's still breathing, and I can't. watch that fucking, there's something about that scene was just so like, it's probably the way it went down. It was too fucking real.
And the way he's still breathing, Frankie. And it was just like, it was hard to watch. That's one of my, but we were talking about this at the stand the other night.
Yeah, see, you got all frozen up there.
It's then Goodfellas when he goes, everything. He goes, you put your dirty, stinky fucking feet. And he goes, you called my friend a faggot and you put your feet up on the thing. He goes, are you? And he goes, you better hope he lets you back in there. And he starts hitting him with the phone. I mean, it's just, it's incredible. It's incredible. I mean,
I gotta go. I also love that guy who comes in to defend his dumb son. And actually admits to De Niro that his son's a little stupid.
It's his nephew.
His nephew.
Yeah.
Oh, the casino. He goes 3 times. It's impossible. Yeah.
Either you were in on it, or you're too stupid. Either way, you're out.
Yes. Remember, he goes.
There's a couple of things. It's hard to watch when Pesci beats the shit out of Don Rickles. I love Don Rickles that much that I can't even watch him fake get beat up. There's just something about him, the way he goes down like a fucking old man. It's really the Don Zimmer moment when Pedro threw Don Zimmer down on the ground. I mean, it's the same fucking thing. That's the movie version of it.
That is perfect.
And I'm a Red Sox fan. I was like, oh, not the old man. Come on.
Oh,
he sort of guided him to the ground.
That is perfect analogy. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah. So I'd have to say... then you'd have to get in. All right, why don't you go like favorite characters other than the obvious in each one of them? Like I love, I always forget his name. The guy who played the owner of the club, where Pesci does the, how am I funny to you? The guy who owns that club.
Oh yeah. He goes,
not for nothing. We're talking about 7 fucking big ones here. It's just,
do you want me to whack the guy? He goes, well, it wouldn't be such a bad idea.
Oh, dude, that guy's performance in that is so fucking ridiculously good. And then Johnny Roast Beef, when he's just sitting there going like,
it's in my mother's name.
And he just keeps going, I'm sorry.
He goes, Jimmy,
I'm sorry. Like he just was such a fucking, you had to whack that guy. The way he played him, he was just so fucking stupid.
But even the guy that played Maury, the pestering, when he goes, come on, who loves you more than, he goes, you're the biggest, but who loves you more? It was just so good. You know what he said too, right before they killed him? He was talking about the spread with the Utah Jazz and the Celtics. He goes, right before, you got to listen to it.
Oh, I thought he was talking about when they fixed those games up at the one that Henry Hill fixed up in Boston.
Oh, was it against Utah, right? Was that?
It was the college games. They made a reference to it. That's why I never liked, dude, Henry Hill was a piece of shit, dude, because he went on years later talking about that on Sports Center, and he was laughing about it. Yeah, we went up there and got these kids. He ruined their lives.
Yeah.
He ruined their basketball careers, and he was chuckling about it. He thought it was funny. Total fucking sociopath. That's another thing, too, that maybe Goodfellas isn't my favorite, because I love that movie until he gets fucked up on drugs, and he's a baby about it. It's like you did exactly what the fuck he told you not to do, because if you did that, they were all going to die in jail. And then your dumb ass went out and did it. And then to save your own fucking hide, you put all your friends in jail. Oh, they would have had me whacked. You should have got whacked.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's the drug.
Lifetime of commitment. I get a lousy $6,000. Dude, you should be he fucked up there. He should have killed him.
He goes, $3,200. $3,200 for a lifetime. Not even enough to pay for the funeral. And when he showed up to Paulie's house, Paulie took him in the backyard and just said, hey, I don't care. And he smacked him. I don't care. I don't need to know anything. What you did inside, you had to do inside, whatever. Stop it now. And he didn't.
No, and he saw that he was on drugs.
Yeah.
Get off of that shit. It's fucking messing with your mind. Right there, that guy, if he's messing with it, he's going to be selling it. Paulie's fucked up.
Yeah.
He fucked up. But he probably loved him because he brought him in as a kid. I don't know.
Now I got to turn my back on you, he said. I mean, it's just.
I mean, Paulie didn't like talking to anybody.
This episode is brought to you by Harry's. Harry's razors, guys. Too often we're choosing between quality or fair price. What happened, Bill?
I'm trying to find the fufucking reads.
What
was the look on my face that threw you off?
You went, when I said that, you went like this.
Wait. What did I do?
You went like this.
I shook my head?
You went like this.
I shook my head. Oh, yeah. I called off the sign, man. No, I clicked into the wrong email. I got you. Harry's, Paul.
Harry's. Too often we're choosing between quality or fair price. With Harry's, you don't have to choose. They give you award-winning blades at factory direct prices. I have Harry's blades, and look at me. Look at this lineup. When you first got your Harry's razor set and shaved with it, what surprised you most about it? You want to know what surprised me most? Was the multi-blades, the no bleeding, because sometimes when I shave, I look like I'm trying to kill myself. Nice and smooth, good lines. I love it. And it's got that weight, like you said. It's
they got the weighted handle. Yeah, you let it do the work. A lot of people don't know how to fucking shave.
Yeah, and not only is it the weighted handle, but it's got the rubbery grip. It's nice. For a limited time, Harry's is offering their starter set plus free body wash for just $3 at harrys.com/anything.
Oh, they're going to line you up. You're going to be smelling good. I mean, what is anything better?
And you're not going to be bleeding. No. Harry's delivers close, comfortable shave at a fair price, only $2 per refill. Harry's believes in quality so much that they bought their own factory in Germany so they could own every step of the manufacturing process.
To keep the price down, Paul. No more bleeding into the sink like you're in the dead zone.
How do they do it?
How do they do
it? Harry's team combined a simple, ergonomic design with 5 sharp blades. And I love the more blades because then you just go like this once. You don't got to go back.
You don't have time, Paul. You're doing things.
They source their steel from Sweden and manufacture their blades in their world-class blade factory. Harry's German factory is one of the select few manufacturers in the world that have mastered technology to create Gothic art, the gold standard for razor blade grinding. 100% quality guarantee. They stand behind the quality of their blades so much that they have 100% money back guarantee.
They tested it out, Paul. There was a bunch of guys bleeding, cutting their ears off. We don't got it yet.
The first guy just has a towel. He goes to the hospital.
We got a doctor on site. We have a doctor on site. Just relax.
It gets better as the. You'll get a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foamy shave gel, travel cover, and travel size wash.
We can stay with 5 blades. Just don't make them as sharp this time.
It's an incredible, great deal, but act fast while supplies last. Go to harrys.com/anything to redeem your offer.
All right. Oh, look who it is, everybody. It's Policy Genius. Spring is springing as we speak, and it's the perfect reminder to tidy up, you slob, and get your life in order. Why not start by protecting your family with life insurance? You never know what can happen, right? Policy Genius can help you compare top insurers in one place and save 50% or more. Once you find the best option, the Policy Genius team will set up your new policy for you and answer any questions you have along the way. Here's how you can get started. Main talking points, Paul. Get ready. That was written in capital letters. First, head to policygenius.com. In minutes, you can work out how much coverage you need and compare quotes to find your best price. Policy Genius makes it easy to compare policies from as little as $15 a month. Jesus Christ, where do you live that you only need $15 a month in life insurance? Fucking Alaska? Even then you get eaten by a bear. You might even be eligible to skip the in-person medical exam. Since their licensed agents work for you, not the insurance company, there's zero hassles if you hit Utah. You live in Utah, you need $15. If you hit any speed bumps during the application process. Because even if the guy's going to kill his wife, you still got a 1 in 15 chance of living out there, Paul. Policy Genius will take care of everything. That kind of service has earned Policy Genius a 5-star rating across thousands of reviews on Trustpilot and Google. The best part, all the benefits of Policy Genius. The best part? All the benefits of Policy Genius. The comparison tool, the handling of paperwork, the unbiased advice. And it's free to use. Well, where do they go? Where's the fucking link? PolicyGenius.com/anything better?
Nope. It's they know through how it comes in.
They're tapped into the fucking vortex there.
And there's an exit poll.
That's right. There's a Venturi. Go ahead. The hoof. Come on, Paulie, you got one more.
Oh, okay.
You're wearing Michigan maize today. I love it.
Okay. My bookie.
You didn't like that joke. I saw it in your face.
No, I don't care. Both our teams are in, so we can talk about that too. My bookie, March is here, and the madness has officially begun. Is there anything better than being a better way to play at my bookie? I don't think so, because these guys know what they're doing. Hope you're all enjoying the tournament and my bookie bracket contest, where you could win up to $25,000. That's $25K. My bookie takes the
25
action.
big ones, Paul.
Oh, that's 25 stacks.
Yeah.
My bookie takes the action to the next level with in-game live betting for your favorite games. Who do you think will win March Madness? I know who.
I know who too. Michigan. Hail to the victors. Fuck Gonzaga.
It doesn't matter what your name is. No, it doesn't matter whether you're filling out multiple brackets, betting on the national champion winner, or simply looking for player and props, game props. My bookie has you covered. Sign up today at mybookie.ag and use promo code BETTER to secure a deposit bonus up to $1,000. They're giving you a stack. And make sure you use my promo code so they know I hooked you up. That's promo code BETTER at mybookie.ag to claim your first deposit bonus up to $1,000. College ball, NBA, and NHL, no matter the sport, no matter the minute, my bookie puts the action in your hands with in-game live bet. No, I'm getting itchy even talking about it. And with the choice of thousands of lines, odds, you can turn any game day into payday. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie.
There you go. And he froze right at the last second. I love it. He's cursing right now. Dude, what the fuck? There we go. You're back. Dude, right as you ended at mybookie.com, you're like.
Henry Hill. They walked with Henry Hill said on Howard Stern. Henry Hill said that the 1996 New York Yankee World Series was fixed. And he said that they're going to lose a couple. Like, I think, I don't want to misquote here. I'm pretty sure during that time, Henry Hill said something like the Yankees are going to lose a couple, or like we knew they were going to lose, but it was fixed. Something along those lines. I want to go back and listen to it. But, you know, Henry Hill was, this guy was ratting everybody out. I mean,
I know. And it's also like he's trying to sustain his weak level of celebrity. So, I mean, how the fuck does he know it's fixed? He was out of the loop.
I will say, let's talk about that. This is one thing I want to talk about on this episode, Bill, because I really believe this. I believe that the NBA has a select group of teams at the beginning of the year, or the star power, I should say,
yep,
where it's kind of like, I think they did it with Jordan. I think they do it with LeBron. I think they did it with, obviously, they did it against the Sacramento Kings in 2006, which was the most egregious fixing that I've ever seen.
I don't think they did it with Jordan. They didn't need to.
No?
Jordan could play the worst team in the league. They'd get ratings. It was when he left. They were in trouble in the late 70s. Drugs had taken over the league, and then the league became predominantly black, and all these racist white people, I don't want to watch this shit. They were in trouble. And then Bird and Magic came in. One went to the Celtics, one went to the Lakers, and they stepped in shit. And they were like, holy shit. And then in the middle of that, Jordan came along and they had this fucking almost 20-year run and they wanted to keep it going. And they just did analytics. What made that go? There's the star power of those players. And I think that they've sold their soul to the super team to the point that these championships, not all of them, but a lot of them, majority of them, like the last, like since the Kobe Shaq years, aren't really championships the way they used to be, where you had to be shrewd draft picks and make maybe a blockbuster trade. That those things happen, but not all the time. But this shit now, where I'll see like 3 Hall of Famers on a team and they're fucking going, they'll be on ESPN going, they're still missing a piece. And I'm like, how much fucking more advantage do these guys need? Like, how many more guys are going to join the Brooklyn Nets?
That's what I was going to say. And I'm obviously going to come across as a Knick fan that hates the Nets. I've called them a bunch of rats.
The All-Star team was Team LeBron versus Team Durant. They're not even hiding it.
It's the fact that Kevin Durant is on the same basketball team as Kyrie Irving and James Harden, and people are like, they haven't lost since Harden got back. Can you fucking believe they're on a stretch? It's like, yeah, I kind of do see how that could happen. And I got to tell you something. As much as the fan base is going to be happy, they know. I told you, Bill, that one year the Yankees infield was Mark Teixeira at first, Robbie Cano, Jeter, and A-Rod, and we're going, it actually wasn't 09.
Well, listen, maybe that's what sports is now. It's just like,
it's a shame, dude. It's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it better the other way, but I do remember as kids saying, can you imagine if this guy, and this guy were all on the same team and they played each other? I mean, we are kind of seeing that.
Well, look.
But I don't think it's good for the fucking league, where you have to know, as a Pelicans fan, as much as they're playing great this year with what they have, you have to know that when as those guys blow up, that their next move, it's almost like show business. You become a big fish in a small pond, and then you got to go to Hollywood. You got to go join the Lakers or go join the Brooklyn Nets, or whatever. If you want to go big time, if you want to get your ring, you got to pile on.
We live in that time now where it's like the Avengers are all together. I want to see fucking Spider-Man and the Hulk and this, where I like fucking Superman, and I just wanted to watch that. And I'm not thrilled with what's going on in sports. The NBA can be swung by 12 points like that. I think they fix it. I really believe that. I believe the NBA is manipulated.
Without a doubt, dude. In the 2000s, it was beyond, without a fucking doubt. Without a doubt. And that Stern guy, that guy, he was
rest his soul, but he was a little bit of a car
salesman. That guy was a fucking slippery eel, man.
I don't like to
anybody knew anything about hoop, you'd be watching a game going because it wasn't like, hey, they're calling it tight. They'd be calling it tight, then they'd let him go. I still remember a Celtics-Utah Jazz game I went to. I was like, this fucking game is fixed.
Yeah.
Did this guy hit his head and become somebody different? Did something happen during halftime? Somebody sent him a fucking a Hallmark card, and all of a sudden now he's not like, you could see it was like they were letting the horse run, they were pulling back on the reins, letting the horse run, pulling back on the reins.
Yeah, and you're questioning the coach. You're going, why did the coach take him out? He's got 20 points in the first. Like, I would see shit like that, and
I don't think it was the coaches, dude. It's the thing about the NBA. It's the most easily fixed game because it's the only game where the official can take a star player out. You can't kick Tom Brady out of a game, okay? But I can go in as a referee. And, I got the other team, and I'm giving Durant 2 quick fouls, and he's on the bench in the first quarter. I give him that third one. I'm not going to see him till the third quarter. And then he's probably going to get mad and get a T. There's number 4, right?
Yep.
That's it. You can.
I would bet big money that there was a degenerate gambling coach that substituted in the NBA a certain way for a win. And listen, we'll never know that, but that happened. That happened.
Yeah, it does. My thing is, I just wish, I think Pelican fans should be able to enjoy a fucking NBA championship. I don't think they all have to land in the same city because they were already talking about what's his face. There's rumors that that kid on the Golden State Warriors, one of the greatest, arguably the greatest shooter I've ever seen.
No, he's the greatest shooter of all time, and they were saying, "Wow, Steph Curry had such a good time on Team LeBron at the All-Star game." And you know what? It's actually feasible cap-wise that if the Warriors don't,
so they were just talking about. But dude, if they did that,
no, but
why would you even watch the NBA unless you were a Laker fan? Because it's just like, all right, this is a listen, dude, this is something I've been doing forever. That dream team in 94 or whatever. I've talked to all of this shit a million times. I didn't watch one fucking game. I didn't want to see all of those guys playing the team Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Or a team from Greece or whatever. But it was kind of a good thing for basketball because I think that the reason why the white dudes in Europe are so good is because they got their asses kicked so bad that I think they just went in the lab and they were just like, guys, we can't ever let this happen again. We just got raped on a fucking basketball court.
By the way, shout out to Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers who said, "Fuck super teams. I'm going to do this shit with my guys." That's what the NBA needs more of. And that's the problem, dude. That's what the whole let's get together. What if we all played together? It's just like, what's the fun in that? What's that?
There was actually an Olympics about 10 years prior to the Dream Team where they kind of fixed it so that the U.S. would lose because they wanted, this was before they let the pros. So there's footage, there was a whole documentary.
That was in the 70s against the Russians, wasn't it?
I thought it was another Eastern European country.
Right.
Yeah, and so they came out and they called a timeout and said, "Yeah, like these guys get another shot." It was the most ridiculous, out of the rules thing. And so they've said that one of the reasons was America was like, "All right, well, we're just going to allow our professionals to play, and we're just going to end that." So.
Yeah, that was that thing where they got the silver medal and the whole team didn't show up, and to this day, like most of the team never went down and claimed their medal. Like, I don't want that fucking thing. We won the gold medal. Yeah, dude, it sucks because it was a great game.
If you, anybody listening to this, if you YouTube that 06 Sacramento Kings versus Lakers game, if you do it, they actually broke down, and I've never in my life seen players act like they were looking around like it was like the WWE. It was unbelievable what happened. And that team was good. It was bad. And, Donaghy said something when he got arrested where in the book, he said like the refs would be, and I guess I kind of get this, but the refs would be in the locker room before the game going, if Rasheed Wallace or Allen Iverson open their mouth once, it's a T because like, that's what they do. And like, they kind of went in there knowing the problem child.
But that's also, dude, that's the thing though.
Yeah.
You as a player, if you're going to be a douche to refs, they're not going to give you a borderline call. And I remember, Rasheed was on our team in 09, and they were giving him reputation fouls in Game 7 against the fucking Lakers. And I had to sit there and watch the Lakers and the Celtics, basically the NBA. And I watched the Lakers beat us in Game 7 from the foul line, taking unguarded foul shots. It should have been this epic fucking game, and it was like a snooze fest other than the excitement that Laker fans had that they won, but it was just foul. They called like 30-something fouls on us and like in the teens against them. And my thing is like, look, if we were just egregiously hacking them, then they should call those. But like if it's a Game 7, that's if any time there's a game, let them play. And I just thought there was a lot of that. When the commissioner of the league, they go, "What's your dream final?" He goes, "Oh, the Lakers versus the Lakers." It's just like, should you really be saying that?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That was my knock on Shaquille O'Neal with the foul shot. The fact that Phil Jackson took Shaquille O'Neal out of the game with like 5 minutes left in the game because he was a liability from the line, it's a problem. Because, make no mistake, Patrick Ewing was 77% from the stripe. Akeem Olajuwon knocked him down. The big men used to knock him down. David Robinson knocked him down. I got a question for you, Bill. When your team is in a big game, this is a stupid question, but and your team needs to win. Do you get not disappointed when it's a blowout? in your favor. But like sometimes, like I was watching the Knicks of all teams, the Knicks, and we're winning by like 35. And I don't know if I'm such an abused, but in my mind, I'm like, man, this isn't even a game. Instead of being happy, do you ever get like that, or you just?
No, I love a blowout because all of our games always seem to come down right down to it. And dude, I don't have the stomach to watch hoop the way it's a game of runs. Dude, the game get up by 47, and it's just like 48-2 run. They're down by fucking one. It's just like, yeah, I like every once in a while as a fan having a blowout game where I can relax and know my team's not going to fucking blow it because the level that I give a fuck on just a regular season game. Like, dude, I you know. I have to go somewhere mentally if my wife is in the house and I'm watching a game sometime so I don't ruin her night. Or if she just put my son down, to bed, and I just don't even think, and the Bruins score, and I just forget. I feel like I'm at the arena. I just go, woo! Yeah, baby!
Oh, you do?
Charlie McAvoy! Charlie! I just start screaming. We got two Charlies on our team. That's always fun to say. Charlie Coyle, Charlie McAvoy. I fucking love this Bruins team that we have. I've really been enjoying them. But she keeps, my wife will come in like doing that stuff. I'm like, sorry.
When the Knicks hit a big three or the Giants do something good, believe it or not, as much as I love the Knicks, watching my New York Giants on Sunday is probably I was thinking about the joy and the pleasure that I get in watching my teams. And I'd have to put Yankees number 3. And then I was kind of going back and forth with Knicks Giants. But when the Giants are clicking and the offense is running good and the defense is locking people up, or there's a pick, I hop off the couch and then I start running. I'll start running with the guy, I'll start running. So, but your first.
Hey, I'm looking up we got to talk a little March Madness here. I'm looking Michigan's next game. Who do they play next? We got the Florida State Seminoles. Are they any good? I didn't watch any. Dude, speaking of Michigan, I watched a highlight the other night. They were down fucking, I think it was 7-0 in baseball, bottom of the 9th, and they scored 8 runs.
Who did?
Michigan Wolverines playing Michigan State. They were down 7-0, and they just single. Dude, it was like watching the '86 Red Sox trying to close out the fucking Mets in that Game 6, where it was just bloop single.
Oh.
Except they were hitting like doubles to the power alley or whatever, and listening to the local sports guy. I think the last one, it was like a triple that cleared the bases. And he just, his voice cracked because I thought his level of excitement was a little low because he was probably, all right, 7-3, fucking, then there's another hit, and all of a sudden, triple clears the bases, and they win the game. I mean, dude, it was ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen. Has there ever been a team in MLB down 7 runs in the bottom of the 9th and you score 8?
Yeah, I remember one team came back 12, I believe. 12. What happens is, since it's more of a mundane sport as far as the time, the announcers lose their shit because they just been going strike outside corner.
I know. Because he watched 8.5 innings of baseball. He was like, kind of, oh shit, they scored again. All right.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And they just get the last 2 outs here so I can go home.
It's a 3-run shot. I don't believe. And then it all comes out of them in one shot. Where basketball and football is just more fast paced. But
that's one of my fantasies, man. I would love to call a game when something like that happens, and then you're so in the moment, you end up saying something that people repeat. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. That's one of the great ones. 3 seconds left.
When the Georgetown Hoyas just won the Big East tournament at the Garden with Patrick Ewing as the coach, the guy said Hoyas win 22 times. Did you see that? Hoyas win. Hoyas win. Hoyas. He did it 22 times. The ESPN counted it. He said it 22. Hoyas win. The Hoyas win. Hoyas win. And you thought it was broken. I thought it was like broken. And the guy just kept, because his just like, that's what
because he's a homer. There's a lot of sports fans that hate a homer because now you can hear the homer for the other team. I love a homer announcer.
Yeah.
They're just the best.
No, he was the Georgetown guy. Like he was.
I love it. Yes, I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. You got, dude, Bill, if the Knicks ever win a championship, you're going to hear things from me come out of my mouth you've never heard me say before.
No, I know. You're going to cry. You're going to get emotional.
I don't know if I'm going to cry, but I'm going to go.
Oh, you're going to cry.
Yeah, I might.
You're going to cry.
Yeah, dude, I got to be honest. When the Capitals won the Stanley Cup and Josh Adam Myers did a video, I almost said, Josh, were you fucking with people? Did you see him? He was like, like, dude, he fucking.
It's not a good time to film yourself.
No, he was like, dude, he looks like he fucking went through. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. But like, and I said,
listen, dude, if I didn't cry when the Red Sox won in 2004, I was just giddy and I was hammered and I was walking down the Upper West Side, had on a Red Sox shirt, and I was just to know I was going, woo! And I heard people going, shut the fuck up. And I just go, yeah, baby. I should have got my ass kicked. And then I just went into a bar and just got, because I was already drunk, I got fucking hammered. And my wife my now wife took a picture of me and I was drinking a drink and I was like there's a picture of me like just fucking getting into that thing, where your head's starting to go and you're trying to hang it. Like, yeah, it was, but I never cried.
No. And
I remember I was there when the Patriots won their first Super Bowl. I was there with my dad and my brother. And even then I didn't. I was just walking around like, I can't fucking believe they just did that. I cannot believe what I've seen every other fucking great team do. A Patriots team finally did it. Dude, we used to play in like a Texas like level high school football stadium. We were barely in the fucking, it was a joke. Us, and then we played the Bills, and they still have that awful stadium.
You can't cry, dude. Like, the more I think about it as we're talking about it, you can't fucking
You can cry, you just don't video yourself.
No, you can't. When I saw that guy, when me and you were watching the World Cup and when fucking, when fucking Argentina lost, the guy literally with the camera, he's like,
he was blubbering.
It's like, you can't fucking.
He was standing there and he looked around and he just went like, he started doing that and his bottom lip was doing this shit.
I understand throwing things. I actually do understand anger. What the fuck is the coach doing? How's he not in the game for a chance? I get that. But the whole like I just can't do that, dude. I can't. I didn't cry when Eli beat the undefeated. I was just like, oh my God, dude. Was that a flag? That's all I said. That was all I said. When Plaxico caught that, I go, oh my God, is that a flag?
Well, we'll see though, because the Giants had one in, you saw them winning in 86 and 90. Now the Caps had never won a cup. I remember when the Bruins won the Stanley Cup. That was another one I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I love Josh, by the way. I'm not trying to shit on Josh Adam Myers. I'm just saying he gave a fuck on a level that was so emotional that I don't think I'm attached to any of my teams.
Oh, he has like a Washington Bullets fucking tattoo and shit. Or what do they, I always call them the Bullets. I still call the Colts Baltimore. That's my
Capitals?
old man shit.
Oh, yeah.
The St. Louis Browns. I mean, the Orioles.
Listen.
A Wizards. That should have shown you. That was foreshadowing as what was to come. With all this overly sensitive horse shit that's out there right now, when they had to start changing team names. Like the Bullets, I never thought that was violent. To me, that was like number one with a bullet. That was an expression, meaning we're rocking it up the chart to the top slot.
And Bullet used to also be a nickname for guys that were fast.
Bullet Bob Hayes.
The guy's like a bullet. The guy runs like, yeah. So like, they're going to, did you hear they're taking away the Houston Rockets because it promotes war because of rockets?
They are not.
No, I'm kidding. But,
okay. I was going to believe that for half a second.
The fact that you even thought about it is a sad thing.
It wouldn't, There's a bunch. There's a way to get offended by all of them. The New England Patriot, white supremacist, the Pat Patriots. Why is it a white guy?
No, they're not saying that. Oh, but they're not saying that, right?
No, I'm saying you could do it with every one of them. The Giants. Well, what about little people? How does that make them feel? I'm sure you have little people, and then the irony of them wearing a Giant shirt, and they're walking around trying to hop up onto that seat in the bleachers. The Jets, global warming.
Yeah. What about the Bears? The Bears. That's against animals. Animals don't do that.
Yeah, until they're taken out of those fucking cages where they take their fucking liver juice or whatever the fuck they do. Let's go around the league. Packers. That's almost a fucking gay slur. Right? You got to get Minnesota Vikings. More raping white males. Pillaging,
yeah. The Buccaneers. The thieves. They're
right? Seahawks. It's a fucking it's actually a different kind of bird, but it's a nickname. Hawk acting as though it's violent. It's not being violent, it's doing how nature made it.
Falcons are endangered, and this could promote hunting.
Portland Trailblazers. Trailblazers, really more like genocide across the country.
I don't know what the fucking Knickerbocker is. I was trying to do the Knicks.
That almost sounds like the N-word. Get it out of here.
Anything that resembles, yeah. What else? Let's go through it. The Miami Dolphins.
The New Jersey Nets. Nets, oppressive. I mean, how many Dolphins get caught in fishing nets every year? Do we need to be reminded of this? The New York Mets, Metropolitan, White City, the Opera, Privilege.
Carolina Panthers, endangered cat. Again.
Yankees, name calling. We're all American. Hey, how about the New York human beings? The only one I understand is the Redskins. It was so ridiculous how long the Redskins lasted. How long that fucking lasted. Like they would be on ESPN, and the Redskins for that fucking that was ridiculous.
What did they really think that the Washington Bullets were promoting violence? Like was that
the Devil Rays? They sounded too evil for all those fucking sweetheart white people down there in northern Florida. You know how open-minded they are. I think when Jesus coming back, he's going to Ybor City first for that fucking shit show.
Hey, Bill, did you see the Gonzaga? You got to see Gonzaga play, man. They look good.
What's their team name? What is their team name?
They're the Bulldogs.
Oh, you know what? No. That used to be a wolf, and they bred it so its face is mushed in to bite another bull. Hello, right?
You know the breathing problems that those mushed in faces have?
That's what I'm saying. It's terrible.
They made it for a mascot, not even for its feelings, Bill.
Sleep apnea is not a joke.
What's a Wolverine?
Endangered. I'm running up. The Spartans.
Violent.
They
used to take their babies and the weak ones they would throw off the mountain.
I think by the time we're like 80, it's going to be like the Michigan State yoga instructors against the Pilates people.
The soda pops are playing.
They don't have cheerleaders. They just have a bunch of emaciated guys in yoga pants doing poses, tree pose.
Oh, is anything better than this episode? We're talking Goodfellas. We're talking sports. We're talking
shit.
Oh, we're talking shit. That would be a funny sketch. Fast forward to like 2055 and you just see all the names different. That would be hilarious, man.
Yeah. It'd be hilarious if there wasn't. But the Redskins, I stand by that one. I totally get that one. That was like a ridiculous thing. The amount of people arguing that one was just like, it's just like, guys, what are we doing here? Apply that to any other. You're just used to hearing it. All right. We just got silent. Is that the end, Paul? Is that the end of our hang for this week? I got to go get some headshots done.
No.
Oh, I lost him again. Where have you gone, Paulie V? Paulie V, tell me where have you been, charming Paulie? You went away on us.
That's a nice. I did.
Yeah, just for a second.
That's a nice piece. Is that a Rolex you got?
For half a second, I thought I was wearing a toupee.
Oh,
that's a nice piece. Where'd you get that? Two bald guys.
Billy's
two bald guys
don't
talking.
Come off.
Dude, I want to do that. I'm going to grow the shit out on the side. We have a bad wig. And I'm just going, Billy's wigs don't come off, and jump in the pool. I should have done that to promote the fucking tour. That would have been great.
Listen, dude, the next time I see you in Los Angeles, you are putting a fake piece on and jumping in your pool backwards. Billy's wigs don't come off. Has to.
I'll bring my, I was going to say, I got to go hit on a chick, but I'm married.
What?
I got to just go walk up to some woman in the prime of her life with that fucking crooked thing on. And just be totally, what do you say there, doll face? Just fucking old school shit.
Oh, shit. Hey, when I come out to,
come over here and split a sarsaparilla with me. Sorry.
When I come out to LA, we're doing this in a studio. Oh yeah, gonna have. Don't think we're. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some pictures on the wall. Oh yeah.
I know you're talking, Paul. You're saying you're coming out. I don't know when.
You don't drink though, so we can.
Paul, I don't do anything. I'm straight edge now. Oh, the disgust in your face. What happened?
What happened to you, Bill?
I just gotta figure some shit out, and I gotta be sober to do it.
I love how you just looked and actually did. For a second, you did go, what did happen to me? Something you just.
No, I know what happened to me. I spent fucking 30 years running from the first 20 years of my life. So I get fucked up to avoid those feelings. So I need to deal with those feelings so I can then come back to getting fucked up for the right reasons.
Oh yeah, Uncle Paulie's bringing Blue Label.
Yeah, I want to get fucked up because I am in a good mood. I feel like feeling a little better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be getting fucked up for the wrong reason there.
Dude, how funny. Is there anything better than you picking me up at the airport with me having Johnny Blue in one hand and a fucking rack of Cubans in the other?
A rack of Cubans. I love that.
All right, guys. This has been episode 10. Anything better? Again, like and subscribe. Also, check out the Monday Morning Podcast, the Virzi Effect, our YouTube channels, all the stuff across the board. Support all things comedy and the great producer.
That's right. Billy needs a toupee. Come on, subscribe.
Andrew Themeles, the other side of the glass, the other side of the country. I never get to see him. Guys, this has been.
Who do you got next to? Who do you have next? We have Florida State. What do you got? What you got?
Oh, what am I performing? Yeah.
No.
Oh, what?
Gonzaga. Who are they playing?
Oh, I think they're playing Creighton.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Could they have an easier schedule? Kidding.
What are you talking? No. Guys.
I'm fucking with you.
I'm sorry. Bill, I'm sure you're going somewhere too. April 1st through 3rd. You guys aren't going to get this. I'm in Florida now. April 1st through 3rd. I'll be in Oklahoma City for the first time ever at Bricktown Comedy Club, April 1st through 3rd.
By the way, KD and James Harden played on the same team then too.
Yeah.
With them.
Yep.
And they're reunited, and it feels so good.
And Westbrook. United and
understood. If you take all the stars and put them on one team, then what the fuck are we watching for? Oh, sorry. Yeah. All right.
I'll tell you what, though. We could end with this. My New York Football Giants are making moves. Okay? Big moves. We are a team to be reckoned with. I will just leave it there. And I'm excited.
We'll see. Now look at you. All of a sudden, you sign a bunch of free agents, and all of a sudden, it's a good thing. Paul Virzi, all over the fence.
Not stars, just making good moves.
Now you're backing it down.
Our biggest question mark is the quarterback from Duke, as much as I hate to say that. I like
you mean the guy who fell down?
Yeah.
He was running and he just fucking, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he was.
It's like he got tased. Do you know how far back that set the white athlete? That hurt me to watch that.
Almost as bad as the white guy who dunked and flipped. And remember, I go, Bill, and you just go, oh no. He just dunked and tried to put, and he ended up flipping and falling.
He tried to do a chin up.
It was like, yeah, his body.
He tried to do something a black guy could do in the 8th grade. He tried to do that as a
looked like he got shot in the
white guy. Oh, it's the worst. Me and Paul have been saying that forever. Going to a game, we have money on the game, and you just watch the game. Fucking white guy. No, what is he doing out there?
Yeah.
Coach's son, get him out of there.
That's what gamblers do. They count the guys. They go white, 2, 3 white guys. That's how they make the spreads.
Yeah, they're throwing the game here. Dude, what is with white New York quarterbacks setting white fucking people back? The butt fumble, that fucking guy tripping over the fucking 3-yard line.
Yeah, why it's just such an ungraceful, like who's the most athletic white quarterback in history? Would you say it would be Steve Young's up there? I would say Steve Young is up there. Oh, that was a disaster.
Oh, come on. He had fun. He's allowed to do what he wants with his money.
Oh, of course. But I'm saying, like,
he beat Alabama in Alabama. So all these people acting like he's a fucking loser. Anything in your life ever come close to going to Alabama and beating Alabama in Alabama?
He does always have that.
He has that in spades, man. Fuck that.
He's going to have to tell that story till he's 80 because that's all he's got.
Dude, that story shuts all my stories down.
Yeah, it's true. He's going to be hammered at some Christmas party at 76 talking to people.
Dude, if I was him, anybody gives me any shit, I'd be beat Alabama in Alabama. What do you got? Got $1 million, blew it in Vegas in 2 weekends.
Yeah, I know.
You going to go see a Hollywood movie? You're going to talk to me because I lived it.
It was, I got one for you. Only one white guy dunked the contest, and you're having a beer with him.
That's a great one. Let's end this. I gotta go. I gotta get all dolled up here.
Oh well. I hope you look handsome.
Don't come off.
I hope you look handsome. Wear a tie.
Oh, I'm gonna try to look respectable.
See you guys next week. Thank you guys for tuning in.